Two students arguing at Martin Luther King High School. It's unclear who started the fight, but the tall student is said to be trans. There's pushing and shoving, and eventually another student jumps in and fists fly. Parents and students say the tall student identifies as trans, and that gave the student access to the locker room and bathrooms designated for females. Students say fights are an every week occurrence, but the last two fights involved this one trans student, adding fuel to the fire, rumors of the trans student's behavior.
And then he's also in the girls' locker room using girls' restrooms. He spit on my friends that are girls, females, and he shows his genitals in the locker room.
And this is okay?
Yeah.
Nothing, no reports from the school. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. We have fights normally, as they were basically saying. Well, we have fights. It's just of late now this transgender student is being a part of it.
Yeah, I guess he realized he could beat up the girls.
He could beat up the girls, so this is what he's doing. I mean, if you listen at the end when that boy said, oh, he has been spitting on people and he is showing his genitals and he is like causing the fights. Who is the instigator here? The transgender. Well, the male, the guy is doing this to the female students.
Who are you trying to make safe? The minority of transgender boys and girls, or girls and the majority of girls and young women who are in that school that we're just going to see more of this? Last week, we were just talking to Katie. Last week we did a story, Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. A guy, just 18-year-old student, walks into the shower in the locker room naked, showering in front of four minors, four freshman girls. We did that story last week. This week now is a big trans guy beating up little girls. All right, what do they feel, emboldened because now they're protected? Well, that's part of the problem, Katie Petrick. They are protected. Mm-hmm. They need their safe spaces.
Oh, yeah.
And the school boards are fighting to keep these transgenders safe.
Yeah, and we do have a senior girl named Megan Simpkins who wanted to let everyone know, including the school board members, of how much damage has been done and how much ridiculousness this has caused. Go.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and only ladies and gentlemen it is and shall always be. I am an 18-year-old high school student and wanted to take this time to bring to your attention the current issue with biological men claiming they are women and in turn truly believing that they are entitled to use women's spaces. There was an incident within our district that occurred recently regarding a transgender woman who really is a biological man having an altercation with a young woman at MLK High School. It was infuriating when I had seen the video on social media, but what was detrimental to this is the fact that this man is and has been using the women's restroom and locker room. Firstly, the question we must address is why are we affirming the mental confusion of this boy and putting the safety of women in jeopardy by allowing mentally confused men to use the women's spaces? Of course, any male who claims he is a woman will accept it, but what about the women? What about the true girls like myself who are female down to our DNA? Why don't we ever get a say in whether or not we are comfortable with this? The truth is we aren't. The majority of us aren't, and yet nothing has been done to protect the safety of these women. I will conclude with this. It all starts with you. You are in charge of the safety of us women and the kids of our parents. So please do something about it. Thank you.
God bless you, young woman. God bless you. Thank you for speaking the truth. And I'm just wondering the audience reaction of the two Darth Vaders behind there. Were they on her side, or were they just not saying anything, or did they disagree? I don't know. But we need more students, more people that are concerned about this to speak out like this. But I don't know if we'll see it or not, Katie. We
won't. But the thing is, we do need here's the thing. The females are the ones who have to speak out, but it's the females who are being silenced by the the actual males who are transgender females. See, that's the whole thing, is if you have actual biological men speak out on behalf of females, then it's this whole like patriarchy, man-splaining thing.
That's right.
Right? But then if the females actually speak out, it's like, how dare you? Because the transgender females come in and just steal the spotlight. This is exactly what's been happening. Good on her. We need more women to actually speak out, though. It shouldn't take a high school senior girl to have to do it, though.
Right.
That's the sad truth.